for thoughtful diplomacy.
What is it Chuck Schumer just said as we were playing his speech from the Senate floor live? That Congress has a role. What was Congress's role in the Iran nuclear deal? Can someone, Mike, can you do me a favor? Can you pull the roll call vote of the Senate to ratify a treaty with the Islamic Republic of Iran? Could you, I'll wait. I don't want any dead air here, but I'll just sit here and wait until we can get the Senate roll call on that. What do you mean you can't find it? Oh, well, of course you can find it. If there was a treaty, a constitutionally authorized treaty with the Islamic Republic of Iran, there would have to be a Senate vote. You got to get me the roll call. I want to know how Chuck Schumer voted. What do you mean it's not there? Oh, wait. That's right. There was no Senate vote. But this is an American agreement. No. It was an agreement made unilaterally by Barack Obama with no support in the Senate. As a matter of fact, do you want to know who the leading voice against the Iran nuclear deal was? You're going to love this one. It was Chuck Schumer. I have his press release right here in front of me on my computer. Chuck Schumer was worried that the Iran nuclear deal was going to weaken the United States and that Iran would acquire nuclear weapons. He was worried about the 24-day inspection waiting period and the inability of the U.S. to inspect unilaterally. He was afraid that it would open the door to new business ties between our NATO allies and the UN Security Council. And they would never vote for increased sanctions on Iran once they got a taste of the profits. I don't want to. I've read this before. I don't want to read it again. I just dropped my pen. There was no Iran nuclear deal. There was only Barack Obama. There's no such thing. And any of you Democrats out there that don't like this program, you call up, you show me that Senate vote, and I'll stop talking about it. Same thing for the Paris Climate Accord. The President of the United States does not have the authority under the Constitution. Get me Lawrence Tribe. Get me Elizabeth Warren. Get me Pamela Karlan or Noah Feldman. Throw me to the lions. Put me on a stage with the smartest legal minds the left has to offer, and I'll debate this with them. Your academic pedigree doesn't outweigh the strength of my argument. There was no Iran nuclear deal. Unless the United States Senate votes on a treaty, there can be no agreement that binds the 50 United States to an agreement with a foreign power. Can't be done. Stop me if you think I'm wrong. Please, Pamela Karlan, explain to me how a president unilaterally binds the United States to a deal without a vote in the Senate. And if it was such a great idea, why didn't we get a vote in the Senate? Why didn't Chuck Schumer stand up and say, let's vote on this? Because they were never going to stand up to Barack Obama. No matter what Barack Obama did, the Democrats, the Senate, never stood up to him, ever. But here they are saying, well, this is a result of his ill-fated foreign policy. Now, making promises that you could not keep to the Iranians is the problem. The idea, again, this is the way Democrats look at government. If they like the outcome, the Constitution be damned. If they don't like the outcome, then, oh my God, the Constitution. Donald Trump asked Zelensky to look into this allegation that Joe Biden shut down an investigation with withholding foreign aid. Barack Obama literally made promises to the Iranian government and gave them pallets of cash. And the Democrats said nothing. This is not about partisanship. It's not partisan. Obama killed people with drones, Americans. They said nothing. Obama targeted journalists. They said nothing. Obama rained guns into Mexico, got Border Patrol agents killed. They said nothing. Obama used the IRS as a weapon against his political adversaries. They said nothing. And Obama gave, for lack of a better phrase, the Trump card to the Iranians. Do what you want. If we have any suspicions, we'll call you in 24 days. This is the worry. It's right here. Right here. In Chuck Schumer's own words. He was worried that foreign allies would never take inspections seriously if they thought it meant sanctions against a trading partner. He says in this that they'll never stop being state sponsors of terrorism. They will never moderate. They will never change who they are. He says right here, you know, I am going to read just a little part of this before the top of the hour. In making my decision, I examined the deal in three parts: nuclear restrictions on Iran in the first 10 years, nuclear restrictions on Iran after 10 years, and non-nuclear components and consequences of the deal. In each case, I have asked, are we better off with the agreement or without it? In the first 10 years of the deal, there are serious weaknesses in the agreement. First, inspections are not anywhere, anytime. The 24 delay before we can inspect is troubling. While inspectors would likely be able to detect radioactive isotopes at a site after 24 days, that delay would enable Iran to escape detection with any illicit building and improving of possible military dimensions, or PMDs. The tools that go into it in building a bomb but don't emit radioactivity. Furthermore, okay, well, I can pick this up.